Hello, welcome to the Away Day Review Show. This is Back of the Net. Blades fans, don't worry, we're not going to talk about the football. My name's Sam Davis.
My name's Tom Jordan.
We're an AFC Bournemouth fan channel, but look, you might want to subscribe because we have a lot of content on the Premier League and much more besides. Tom, this one is all about reviewing an away day though, but what kind of things do we review? Because we won't talk about that 3-1, you know, the 3-1 win, the one that put us 7 points clear of Sheffield United. We won't talk about that, or the Tavernier, the couple of goals from him, Patrick Kluivert. We won't talk about it.
No, we won't talk about that. We certainly won't talk about Patrick Kluivert because he's the dad of our player that we've got. But what I would...
Did I say that? Yeah. Carry on.
Oh, brilliant. We won't... No, as you said, mate, we leave...
Did I say that?
Yes, you said that.
Okay.
Play it back. We don't talk about anything that happens on the pitch. We won't go into the fact that we're close to Chelsea in the drop zone now. What we will talk about is the away day kind of experience, I guess. And as you said, mate, we go through loads of different categories.
Like?
Car parking.
Right.
Pre-match pub.
Yeah.
The walk over to the ground. We do the wow factor now for a fan that's never been. They talk about the view from your seat.
I like that.
Pint, the noise, like the atmosphere from the home fans. If there was any, and the value for money as a whole, and then we do a little mathematical, like you do your own Rachel Riley thing, and then we put them in the league table.
Yeah, and on
first league table you'll ever see that currently Man City are bottom.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way,
that's not bad.
Yeah.
And we put them each one we grade on a tier. This is how the tier list looks, by the way. This is what we grade each of those 8 points on, and then we add up the scores. So it goes from thing of beauty down to can't score this. All right. So we are going to start off with the very first one, which was car parking. Now this is a difficult one because I travelled up on the Friday. Yeah. We didn't travel together, so you're gonna have to talk me through what you did. Yeah. Well,
I didn't drive, as you know, but I saw. Shut up.
I've seen a picture that says you did.
Have you just put it up on screen? I used the which we've done loads of times, Just Park, and had a look at, and there was a multi-storey kind of nice sized car park that was 2 minutes from the pre-match pub that we're going to. Yeah. About 15-minute walk to the stadium.
What was it like getting into town though, getting away out the city? Was it all right, or was it a bit congested?
Getting in was fine. Getting away was it's a bloody nightmare. In terms of just being absolutely manic, trying to get out. But listen, it was like £6-7, something like that. You're there all day, no real dramas. So can't complain too much, mate. Yes, it's not too bad. I think we'll just leave it at that. We'll go with above average for it, I think, just because there was no issues really. Yes, it takes longer to get out, but...
How much did you pay? Can you remember how much?
Yeah, it was about £6-7. So
that's all right, yeah.
That's what I mean. Nothing was too bad there. So we'll take it, which I think is fair to put it in above average.
So let's talk about the pre-match away pub then. So let's just go through this because... Previously, we've been to the Sheaf Island, which is a Wetherspoons. Obviously, there's no live sport in there. The last time we played them was at lunchtime, so it was that kind of brunchy time. There were other away pubs, including the Globe, which I didn't think... you can't have children in there. No,
yeah,
so for Steve and his kids, it's a no-go. The Howard, which...
didn't have Sky.
On the website, it says live sport shown here. Yeah, BBC and Channel 4, great.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're showing the England games.
Well, what we'll say is, before we get into the pub that we chose... The rigmarole of trying to find a pub that was like what we wanted was much harder than it normally is.
Yeah.
Like say you find one, as you mentioned, about no TVs, right? We don't want that. Find that one. Oh, that looks good. That's got the game on. No kids. Damn it. Right, we'll go to that one. No TV. It was really weird.
But what I found weird was the pub that we eventually did go to. Right, we didn't see on any football away guides.
We thought we found a gem here.
I mean, have we got this magnetism for Back of the Net? I mean, we did tell a few people. Is it like Chinese whispers? And the fan base knows. No, I'm sure you did your own research. But what we did was looked at the pubs kind of in and around the area. I sent a Facebook message to them saying, is it okay for away fans, kids? Is that all good? They were like, yeah, it's fine. Like, we're a dedicated away pub. I'm like, well, it's not on any of the guides. Maybe it was somewhere, I don't know. Maybe they put out a tweet or whatever. However... The pub was good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
We had our own VIP section up the steps, mate.
Yeah, you got in there early for me, mate. Got us a table.
I got in the pub like 11:15.
Did you?
Yeah. But I was staying in Sheffield. It was easy for me.
That's true. I mean, I was in by 20 past. Yeah. But yeah, it was nice. I really liked it. What was it called?
The Graduate.
That's it. Graduate. And
it was just opposite the Crucible, by the way.
Oh yeah, snooker on it. Is that right?
Yeah. Although if you're Logan holding a pool cue.
Oh, yeah.
Bless him, he was struggling. Sorry, Logan.
Yeah, but I really enjoyed it. As I said, there was loads of TVs to watch the early game. I got some...
That was a key thing, watching the early game.
Yeah, because it was City Liverpool, good game. I got in there and got some food, so did you. Easy, do it on the app, come over really quickly. Pints, you thought I was a bit of a queue, order on the app, straight over to your table. Thought it was, I mean, they advertised a beer garden that was a bit more like a pavement.
Yeah.
But it was fine. I enjoyed the pub, mate, to be honest.
Can I say one thing? On the menu, right, it said brunch and your pint like deal like only Monday to Fridays. But I did it on the app and it discounted it anyway. Yeah. So I got a brunch and a pint for like well cheap.
Yeah,
superb graduate. And it came out really quick, like you said as well.
Yeah, I
pool tables.
Yeah, I think I ordered it was quite busy in there, and I ordered a pint, went outside for a smoke and come back in, and my pint was there. Yeah. And it was, really, really good. So I was really happy with it, mate. So yeah, we're going to whack it in the happy enough 8.
8.
I think is fair, mate. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, okay. Happy enough.
If it was a bit, maybe a little bit closer, it would have not gone near the top, I think, yeah.
No, fair play, like that from you. Right, so the walk to the ground then. One of the bonuses of supporting Sheffield United, I suppose, over Wednesday is that United is so close to the city centre, 10-minute walk or so, whereas Wednesday is a bit out of the city centre. I always have these conversations with people. If you lived in certain parts of the country, like who would be your like for instance Glasgow?
Oh, what? Who would I pick? Rangers?
Yeah. East Anglia.
I think I'm Ipswich.
Ipswich.
Yeah, just. I'm not sure about that.
And what about Sheffield?
But there's going to be Sheffield United fans watching. I'm definitely Wednesday.
Really?
100%.
Why?
I think because when I was a kid, they were like historic, and I think, and they've always. I like the stadium more.
And also, AFCB Bournemouth, they're top of the league. Their fans doing that.
They helped us win the league, yeah. I'm annoyed you asked me that while Sheffield United fans may be watching. Sorry. But I've always been Wednesday. What have you been then?
Yeah, United.
Oh, of course you have.
Absolute United. So subscribe for me. Don't worry about him. But it's about 10 minutes, 15 minutes if you're slightly slower. And it's an all right walk to the ground. Fairly straightforward, isn't it?
Yeah. Easy enough. No,
it's not picturesque. No. You're not walking. But I tell you what, I do like some of the architecture in Sheffield, by the way. Some beautiful old buildings, some nice art sculptures on the pavements and stuff. Do like it.
Can't remember any of that. But yeah, I thought it looked. I mean, I was quite happy with how picturesque it looked after a 3-1 win. But above average for me, mate. Can't complain. It was fine.
Okay, next, it's the wow factor. This is where when you sort of walk up to the stadium, when you walk up to a stadium and you've got that kind of gasp of excitement when you see it. Well, do you get that feeling? Well, we asked Ben Phillips, who's never been to Bramall Lane before, and we asked him to put his rating on the tier list. What's he going for? Come on then, Ben.
Right, Bramall Lane's decent, isn't it? The only thing is, it's just missing that key factor that makes the stadium stand out. Like, wow, that's a nice ground. It's better than ours, and I would say ours is probably a 2 or 4 out of 10. So I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 because, when you're walking up from the street that we were walking up, I couldn't really tell that it was there. It's in the middle of houses and buildings, and it looks not out of place, but you just can't really tell it's there. And then the view from the away end is all right, but it's nothing crazy. None of the stands massive where you're like, wow, that's nice. But it's all right. So I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. To be honest, there's nothing much else to be said.
So Ben has gone for 6 points above average.
Fair.
He's gone, and I think that's about fair, isn't it?
Kind of probably, yeah. If you had asked what do you think he'll go for, I reckon I would have predicted around that. So that's fair enough from Ben. Yeah, above average, happy days.
One of the things is, because the stadium's right on the road, quite often the new stadiums have this kind of huge, surround where you can see the stadium from afar, but really it just kind of pops up, doesn't it?
Suddenly, that stadium.
Yeah, so it kind of pops up out of nowhere, and it's an old school stadium as well, and I do quite like the old school stadium. So yeah, I agree with that. Yep. 6 is above average from Ben. Right, next, view from your seat. This is a tricky one.
Yeah, I'm going to get some stick now. Tom, all of the tickets. That's what you're going to say to me.
You did all the tickets.
So, right, listen, we've been there before.
We have.
We went there, the last time we went there was 0-0 draw in the Championship.
Mark Travers, yeah.
Yeah. And we went and, like I say, just got tickets, whatever, and we were back row. I think we were actually back row.
Yeah, we were, yeah.
And it was one of them where I didn't think the view was very good.
No.
Because it was was like looking through I didn't like it.
Yeah, it was.
So when we kind of like take it in turns, don't we, to kind of order the tickets for us all, and it was my turn, and I thought, I remember being at the back, it was rubbish, so I'll get quite near the front.
Yeah.
So I done that, and rubbish.
Yeah, it was a bit, I think because obviously it's a 2-tiered stand, so the one above's got that like forged in steel and stuff, but the first tier, like the ground tier as it was, the gradient, it's not steep. Which means that, I don't know, your view, even if you're on row G, if you're in row G at Dean Court, that would be a decent view, but the crossbar was in the way, man. Like,
and there was a pole as well, a black pole that was doing my head in as well. Yeah, I didn't like the view, and I think compared to most that we've been to and stuff, it wasn't the best. And as you say, I got season ticket in row E at Bournemouth, but it's not that bad. But I didn't like it. I think Stephen Saylor was with us, who's obviously quite tall. He kind of had to sit down to kind of try and see certain bits.
And one of the things also I've got to say is that in terms of the atmosphere, I know we talk about the home atmosphere, but in terms of away, I find it very difficult because the way it's kind of built, there's half people that are kind of covered and then some people that aren't covered, and a lot of the noise just gets lost really, and it doesn't sound as, we've never really created that good an atmosphere at Bramall Lane. It came across with the sound effects mics, it came across okay on the TV, but when you're in there, I didn't think that we were amazing, but the acoustics just doesn't really lend to that, which is, I suppose, good for the home support in terms of not being able to hear us, but for us trying to create a buzz, we don't really get it.
So the view, and the fact that I've been there before and sat a completely different spot on the view was bad, is not ideal. So, how else do I go there? I think there are two here. Just rubbish.
Just
because I've been
rubbish.
twice. I didn't like it.
And also, to be fair, the amount, I'll validate this point by saying the amount of people that I chatted to at half time that no one knew who scored that goal. The goal just before half time that Cliver scored. There were some people saying it was one person said it was Lewis Cook. Like someone said, is that Solanke? Is that Cliver? Yeah. Well, we couldn't really see because it's such a tight angle. So sadly, just rubbish. I'm sure there's probably a row there that's a sweet spot. Yeah. There's maybe row P or something, I don't know. But next time, if there is a next time,
I knew you were going to caveat that.
We will try that row. Right, next then, it's the price of a pie and a pint. Now, we validate the prices. The Daily Mirror published an article and we go taste the pies, we buy the pies, we eat the pies. They were £4.60 last season. Premier League, what's it done to you, Sheffield United? It's gone up to £5 for a pie. That is up 8%. You're probably wondering about the price of a pint. £5.50. Tom, I've spoken to people that had pies. I know you didn't. However, you did have a beer.
I don't want to talk about it.
What? £5.50 though? You're just probably getting you a nice cold, kind of tapped, poured from the tap.
Nope. A can of Heineken. And they just get a can out.
And open it in front of your face?
Open it in front of you, pour it into a thing and give you £5.50 for that. And I thought, I'll get Lucy one, it's her birthday, innit? Why did I do that? And I got Mark one, so I got 3 cans of Heineken. Not happy about it. You rarely see Heineken as well. And I know that's personal preference, I'm not massive on Heineken. But in a can for £5.50, just, look, we're little Tin Pot Bournemouth. You could have an Amstel out of a can.
Yeah.
It's, crap.
Not happy with that.
Do you know anyone that had a pie? You didn't have a pie, did you?
No, I didn't, but I spoke to a few people that did that said they weren't particularly great. It was just like your normal football stodge. Food range, there wasn't lots to sort of go, I'll have one of them. Yeah. It's just your standard football fodder. So in terms of that then, Tom, what are you going for?
Just rubbish.
Ooh, pint. Just
gotta be, mate,
rubbish. All right then, let's move on to the noise. Now we know that...
The what?
The noise?
What from?
Look,
go on, you do it.
The Greasy Chip Party song is what they always I fill up my senses.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
And then they sing. That was quite good.
So that's before the game.
That's before the game. Apart from that,
I do this every single show.
Taps into the football. You have to tap into.
You've got to give context, and it's only fair for Sheffield United. They are obviously not doing that well. We started the game really well. They had nothing to really cheer about. They weren't very good.
When they are loud, by the way, and I've heard that they are loud.
Yeah, in the past, yeah.
But
what I will say is from the whistle going to start the game and the whistle to end the game, name me a song they sang. I cannot remember a song. I can't remember going to Sheffield. I can't remember doing anything.
I may have heard We Are Bladesmen, We Are Bladesmen,
Never
We
heard
Are
it.
Bladesmen from the... maybe.
Never heard it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, genuinely, I didn't hear it, so like I say, I'm sure they did sing a song, but it obviously wasn't very loud.
Their fans were very disconsolate. So much
I don't blame
so,
them, but it was awful.
Did you see that tweet from the Shore Review?
Oh,
Like
that's
they
great.
did this little. You know what, Johnny? Hope you're okay. We're gonna post it right now because
That's great.
it is good.
This is fucking shit.
Total fucking shit.
It's fucking shit.
Fucking shit.
It's fucking shit. Fucking shit.
Shit. 100% shit.
It's fucking dog shit, this. This is fucking dog shit. Fucking awful.
So the fans weren't overly happy with how the performance was. I thought that was a great tweet, by the way. So small wins, eh? But
And yeah, just to be fair and not go because I'll get loads of stick otherwise. I've been there a few times before. I think this is the 4th time I've been, and I've never thought they've really bad atmosphere. No. I've actually thought, like you said, they can get it bouncing in there. So I appreciate there's context to this. They were hideous on the day, and we played really well, and that helped silence the crowd, of course. But on this game,
it was.
I can't score this.
Yeah,
It's the worst. I can't even remember him singing a song, so it has to go in the bottom, and I appreciate its context, but we've got to go off this game.
Right, okay. Value for money, to sum up the whole experience then. I mean, you're paying a fair bit inside the stadium for stuff that you consume and it's not overly great. £3.50 for a programme. Your parking was £6-7, although it takes a while to get away. By the way, I was in a few Sheffield bars in the evening. And there was one bar I went into, not that it was a pre-match bar, can't remember what it was called.
Yeah.
Look at these prices. Absolute. I should have gone in there pre-match.
Yeah.
But
Difficult.
this is a difficult one to score, really. I suppose, really, what we can mainly go on is what you consume and what you have inside the stadium, maybe.
Yeah, which is not the greatest. I think stuff in and around, like I say, I like the pub and that.
The pub was, normal value, I'd say.
Yeah, normal value, and I thought you got a fair amount out of that, so that helps it here. But once you got in there, it wasn't great.
If you're paying £10.50 for a pie and a pint, and you're drinking a can of Heineken and a not very good pie,
Yeah, it's not great.
that's not the best, I would say.
it's not great.
I'm thinking, I don't know.
I think, and it's quite easy because it's a nice little section that hasn't got anything in it, so it feels lonely. Put it not the best.
Not the best.
It was
And
that
also-
or above average. I think it's not above average though, is it? So I
Yeah.
had to knock it down into not the best there, I'm afraid.
Right, so bear with me on this, but I've got a feeling that 8 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 is what, 26?
You always get this right,
Plus 4 is 30.
but I just know you'll get it wrong.
Plus another 34. I think they score 34 points on this, mate. Pretty sure. There you go. 34.
34.
So where does that put them on the
Do you
league
think
table?
that's how many points they'll get this season as well? It might be.
No, they won't get that high. I don't
We're
think
doing well with these. Like, I was
No,
on the Wednesday thing.
but genuinely, I think you could stay up on 34.
Yeah.
I genuinely think this season you could.
Yeah.
So, here's the league table.
Oh, God. I feel for them. They're not having a good season, are they? And I know they would have thought, look, we've not played well, we've lost the game, but I'm sure the away day league table, the back of the net, will do well in that. I'm sorry you haven't. Listen, we don't know if currently that's bottom, but you could say it's sixth, right?
Yeah.
Because obviously this is, it wouldn't shock me if there's some worse than that.
There were.
I don't think that would be bottom.
There's one I think will definitely be worse.
I've got two that I think could be worse.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. It's still only the sixth one, but to be honest, it was worse than all the away games we've been to.
I'm interested. I know one of them that I'll know, but I wonder what the second one is. We'll chat off air.
Yeah, we'll chat off air, mate. But yeah, we still enjoyed it, and I think this does actually prove, which we don't talk about the football too much, because that's our first away win of the season, and we've put it as our worst because we don't talk about that. So I think that's fair, mate. But yeah, we went through it in detail.
I really hope, just to talk about the football, I really hope they manage to turn it around. I really hope they do.
Not bothered.
Okay. Thanks for watching this away day review show. If you want to subscribe, you probably won't, but thanks for watching. Press the like. Oh, you disliked it. Thanks. See you later.
Bye.
Oh, Cherry.
We're not really good at this getting people in.
Back in the day!